my second trimester essentials. This is when your bump is starting to pop, you're starting to show more, so you're getting used to having a bigger stomach than you were in your first trimester. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to do my second trimester essentials. If you haven't already, click up here to watch my first trimester essentials, which are probably a little longer than my second trimester essentials. I also want to preface this by saying that again, every body is different, every pregnancy is different, every person is different. So these are things that helped me during my second trimester and hopefully will help you and give you some ideas of things to make your second trimester much more comfortable. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. I'll say that the theme of the second trimester is really comfortability. This is when your bump is starting to pop, you're starting to show more, so you're getting used to having a bigger stomach than you were in your first trimester. A lot of people say the second trimester is the best one because you're most likely over your morning sickness if you had any, and your energy seems to come back, and so you feel a little more like yourself. Since I didn't have any morning sickness, the second trimester really did feel a little bit better because I had more energy and I wasn't feeling so tired all the time. And your bump isn't so big like it is in the third trimester where you feel uncomfortable. I will say towards the latter half of the second trimester, it was getting a little uncomfortable because I had a lot of pelvic pain, which I still do, but other than that, the second trimester was pretty good. I still didn't feel super pregnant most of the days, and it was just nice. So let's get into some of the essentials. The first one I'll mention are to have a stretch mark cream. So this is about the time when you want to start investing in a stretch mark cream. If you've watched other videos, you know that stretch marks are most likely genetic or hereditary. So if your mom had them, you're more likely to have them. But if you can prevent them, and a lot of people say that by using Stretchmark oils and creams, it really helped their skin to be more elastic and to prevent stretch marks. So I invested in some stretch mark creams and oils just to be safe, and it also helps to keep your body more moisturized because it's stretching so much. Your stomach tends to get pretty itchy and dry, and so this also just combats that by really helping you to stay moisturized. So I use the Palmer's Stretchmark. It's the massage lotion and the skin therapy oil. And I read online that using these in conjunction could really help. So what I do is twice a day, after I get out of the shower in the morning, I put on first the skin therapy oil and then I put on the lotion. And then at night, I try to put it on again, or if I shower again at night, then I put it on after I shower. And the areas you want to target are your breasts and your stomach, your thighs, and I guess the sides of your butt, if that makes sense, because those are the areas that you would most likely get stretch marks. Again, I won't fully know if these worked until after I have the baby. I don't have any stretch marks right now. Some people say that they come towards the latter end of your pregnancy, so maybe they'll appear within the last few weeks, but so far, so good. The next thing that may not be quite an essential, but is a nice thing to have, is a gender reveal item. So if you haven't seen my gender reveal, go ahead and click up here. We had a virtual one, and I bought a special dragon egg on Etsy. So I still have the egg. This is what it looks like. When it's at room temperature, it's neutral black color. And then when you pour hot water or dip it in hot water, it changes color to whatever gender the baby was. And if you saw that video, you already know that we're having a boy. And so I feel like this is just a fun way to do a gender reveal. A lot of people pop balloons, or they have streamers, they have confetti things. For us, since it was online, and I kind of wanted to have something that was visual but easy to store afterwards and kind of be unique, that's why I chose to go with the dragon egg. Obviously, if you have a theme for your gender reveal, you can do something that's related to that, but I think having a gender reveal item is a nice way for you and the rest of your family to find out what gender you're having. So next I want to talk about maternity or nursing bras. So even though we're not nursing yet, one thing I noticed is that your breasts do get a lot bigger throughout pregnancy. They go through a lot of changes and in conjunction with your stomach. So around the second trimester is when I really didn't want to wear wired bras anymore because they were either not fitting well or they just felt uncomfortable with my stomach starting to protrude a little more. And just again, second trimester, you want to be comfortable. And so I actually went ahead and bought a 3-pack of nursing bras early on so that I could wear them throughout the pregnancy and then later on when I'm actually breastfeeding. So I bought this from Amazon. They're the Hofish brand. They come in a 3-pack. You can choose different colors. They're about $30, so $10 each, which is pretty reasonable because most places sell nursing bras for $30 per bra. And I didn't need anything fancy. These work perfectly fine. This is an example of one of them. So I just got them in the nude color. And the way nursing bras work, if you don't know, is that it has this clip. And what you do is you unclip the bra and you pull it down. So basically when you're wearing your bra and you need to breastfeed, you would just pull it down and breastfeed. And then when you're done, you just snap it back. And so obviously if you're not breastfeeding, it's fine to use these as normal bras because they have a bit of padding, they have the normal bra structure. I will say for these, size up if you don't want to be too tight because wearing these, I'm already on the last hook and they're pretty snug. So if you want to have a looser fit, make sure you size up because I believe it goes like small, medium, large. So they're pretty generic in size. Because your breasts are growing and they're getting bigger, it's better to invest in a bra that you can use for multiple uses. And for me, that's why I felt like it was good to get the nursing bras now so that I can use them later, but then use them for more than just a year or so. And in general, if you don't want to buy special bras, another tip is just to get a bra with no wire. I really like my Aerie t-shirt bra, which is from Aerie, and it has no wire, so it's much more flexible and comfortable. I feel like wearing any wires just dig into my skin. They make me feel uncomfortable, especially because my breasts are growing and they're just not the same size as they used to be. And they might even be a little tender. So invest in either nursing bras, or if you don't want to invest in those, just choose other more comfortable t-shirt, no wire bras that you may already have on hand. So the last essential I have is some sort of laptop cover or lap case. Basically something to protect your laptop from your stomach because if you're like me, I like to use my laptop in bed or on the couch if I'm not always at a desk. But because your stomach is getting bigger during the second trimester, it gets a little uncomfortable and harder to balance your laptop on your stomach. So what I found was really helpful is I actually have this from our couch that I just put on top of my thighs and then I rest my laptop on top of this. That way my laptop is not sitting on my stomach causing just pain or just uncomfortability, and I can still watch my videos or do whatever. Another example is kind of like a laptop lap case, lap cover, I don't know what you call these, but again, it's just a way to separate the laptop from your stomach because balancing it on your stomach is a little uncomfortable when you have a bump. So that's it for all of my second trimester essentials. Again, there aren't many because the second trimester is pretty easy. You're really just getting used to having a bump, and so that might require additional clothing if your bump is getting big. For me, I didn't really have to wear any maternity clothing until the third trimester, so I'll talk about that in my next video. But really just being comfortable and buying things that you can use throughout your pregnancy and even through the first few years of your baby's life. I will say that I had some sore spots on my stomach throughout my second trimester, and like I said, I had some pelvic pain. So those are things I had to deal with, but honestly, there weren't really items that I needed that would help those things. It was really just being more careful when I'm walking or moving around and not to strain my stomach. So if you have any questions, please comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!